Hallo Leute. I just got home from it doesn't matter where I came from. I came home and I saw that the video uploaded earlier today, the one where I talk about the State of the Union, the state of the channel, is now sitting at like 40 something comments. And the last time I had something like this where like I think it was like when I posted a little like happy birthday DFE for the 9-year anniversary, and I got so many lovely comments, and I never made a video like reacting to that, which I would have liked to do because I was so happy about that. Can I just say I was so happy under that to read so many comments from women, because I don't, there's just for whatever reason, a lot more men watch my channel, which isn't a bad thing, and I appreciate all my boys. But just a bunch of lovely comments, and a bunch of them really nice, like the type of nice comments women leave. And anyway, regardless of from a woman or a man, I was very sad about not like sharing with you how much it means to me to get these sweet comments. So I haven't read anything under this video. And I'll just record my reaction to the comments, because I figured that might be nice for you to see. So I have the video pulled up here, and we're going to scroll down now. Let's start. Is this visible? I don't know how these are sorted. I think these are sorted by top. Let's go oldest to newest. There are so many. This is a lot of comments for the first few hours of a DFA video. First comment: why didn't you do this in German? Well, Kumar, aren't you a smart one? JK, take care, enjoy your break. And you see, I saw that one because that was like right after I posted it. So I think this is actually the only one I read. Daniel, thanks for the update. Just a lurker here, but I've really appreciated this channel over the years. Please take care of yourself, though. This platform algorithm is a real grind at times. It is. It is. And the worst part about it is that, like, especially as an, I guess by now I'm a YouTube old-timer, but as like an experienced YouTuber, you are aware that this is something that everybody's affected by and that, sucks for everyone. But it's still, it's a very isolating experience. So, thank you. Dan, take the time you need, but for the record, I really enjoyed the video you did breaking down alligator lyrics and colloquialisms. Music is a large part of how I learn German, and the translations are often confusing or too literal. I'm a big fan of Von wegen Lisbeth because their songs, kind of like alligators, seem to have a snarkiness that I enjoy. Yes, they do. Thanks for letting me know. I enjoyed doing those, making those. I think I stopped doing them because the amount of work they took really didn't justify, or other way around, the amount of views they got really didn't justify the amount of work I put into them. I enjoyed doing it, but it wasn't like a sustainable thing. I have thought about doing that again in stream form, though. Of course, obviously, it would be nicer to be able to actually play the music. But yeah, but I agree. And I know Von wegen Lisbeth, there's a bunch of these like singer-songwriters, or we call them Liedermacher, song makers, who have these like really interesting lyrics. You got me thinking now. Maybe I'll do something like that again. No promises though. I'll pressure myself again. William. Hi William, I recognize your name. Take time to do what is good for yourself. I'll try. Thank you. It's King Beauregard. King Beauregard is under every one of my videos. Almost everyone. For a while, he consistently rated my outfits and jewelry. In a non-obnoxious way, which is always appreciated. Even if you never produced another video ever, you've already built a storehouse of invaluable German instruction, and that is something to be proud of. Personally, I would be bummed out if you never did another video ever again, but honestly, I would rather have a happy Katja than new videos. Aww. I still have my Deutschfüreuch backpack and I'm very happy with it. Right. You were one of the people. God, I'm already tearing up. This is not. I have a lot of comments to go. Mazin, long time since I saw you, missing you. Oh, Mr. Goldenrod. Oh, hold up, I gotta scroll up further. Mr. Goldenrod. That's a nice name. You've grown and changed. Don't let your past YouTube success dictate your future. Rather, have your YouTube channel follow you. Diversify your content via creating and expanding your talent stack and seeing what happens. One of the lessons of being a teacher is trying something and watching the outcome rather than trying to predict the exact outcome. If it works, excellent. If not, modify it and try again. If it flops, well, don't do it again. That's sometimes more easily said than done, because sometimes something flops that you really, really wanted to succeed. But overall, really, really sound advice. Yeah. I have regretted, not regret, I don't know the right verb, but like I have pondered the limitations of the topic of this channel time and time again over the years, that being both the title of the channel as well as like I said, the topic. Because obviously if people come to this channel to learn German, they're going to be a bit surprised if I suddenly start talking about other things or doing other types of videos, which honestly DFE has been an outlier for me in terms of like survivability. I'm the type of creative who like jumps between projects. I have an easy time picking things up, and I have a hard time sticking, like perfecting stuff. I'm good at a lot of things. I'm not excellent at a lot of things. I mean, I guess nobody is excellent at a lot of things. What I'm saying is I'm a jack of all trades, and I like to drop things medium quickly. And that hasn't happened for DFE. And I think it's not necessarily my nature. I'm talking a lot already again. Brian. Hi, Brian. Take the time you need. Oh. Rojan. Hi. Thank you, Katja, for sharing your experience so honestly and genuinely. This existential crisis and having doubts about the purpose of your actions happens to all of us. Although I am subscribed to nearly all German teaching YouTube channels. That's a lot by now. Respect. DFA is the only one that makes me really feel happy. Oh, even while watching this video, I kept smiling. Thank you for everything and wish you all the best. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of these sounds. I hope that's okay. For all the talking that I do, I have a hard time articulating some things. Next comment. Rubik. Hi, Rubik. Hello, Katja. First of all, oh, that's a long comment. First of all, I want to congratulate you for taking the step of recording and uploading such a personal video from your current situation. Thank you. I did do the 1, 2, 3 jump, because if I had overthought it even more, I probably wouldn't have posted it. This has happened several times throughout the years, where I wanted to like make something more personal and then ended up feeling like nobody cares about this and all of this is inconsequential. So, thank you. I've been following your channel since early 2016. That's a while. When I remember printing your grammar tables and making the exercises after coming back from work. Wow. Looking back from that time until today, I could see a big change in the content that you have produced and also the way you have been organizing this channel. Unfortunately, the points you make out in this video are true. At the moment, the German learning community is saturated and you can find lots of content creators. I just got an email. Oh, from Jacqueline. Hi. Unfortunately, the points you make out in a little saturated. Lots of content creators offering maybe better quality content than others. The problem is that you either have to be in this competition, as you have mentioned, or simply do content from time to time just to keep up without having a dependency on this channel. AKA do it as a hobby. Yes. We often hear people which say us follow our dreams, do the things you love, but at the end of the day, we all have to earn money and live our lives. In this market, you have to compete with others and offer the products which they offer, courses, video content with payment, etc., which I know you don't prefer to. I hope you take a time off and try to sort things out. Hopefully, at the end of the day, you will take the best option that fits you. I wish you a lovely afternoon. Thank you. What a nice letter. Thank you. Yes, yes to all of that. I certainly didn't get into this whole thing to like compete with others, and I've always felt very icky about that because I'm not... Social media overall has changed, and YouTube is a part of the social media sphere, but to me, as somebody who has watched YouTube from like not day one, but like year one, I'm very much still in that old spirit of like, this is a community. And so to me, it is hugely uncomfortable to... I'm not in the game of elbowing other people out of the way and like being like, oh, but I know I'm good at what I do, but I don't want to be like spouting off about that all the time. It's uncomfortable to me. Farzad. Hey, Farzad. May I share my opinion since I have followed your channel for long? You are telling everything very honestly, and it is also what I have observed. E.g., you were using a big variety of attire and makeup, so it looked like you wanted to also be an influencer. That's an interesting interpretation. It has nothing to do with that, but interesting. You look beautiful and cute, which is some YouTubers used to stand out. But then suddenly I noticed you are not caring about it at all. Jesus, Farzad, none of that is true. I am shocked, which was shocking but understandable. Your efforts are not seen by us, so we can't know what pressure it would have been. Also, you always said you wanted to become a teacher. I still would say there are two parameters. You should inform yourself about branding, which is not simply spreading over different media tools, but also I feel like this is well-meant advice that I don't think is right for me at this time. But I know you mean well. Thank you very much. Jared. Well, I hope you find your creative energy again. I really like everything you've done so far, and you're a very talented human being. Thank you for all the assistance and my German language skills. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Was a bit of a run-on sentence, but thank you. Thank you, Jared. I can't imagine from Pollo Loki, I guess, the crazy chicken. I can't imagine all the work that you've put into all this. For me, I learned a lot from you when I lived in Hessen. Oh, I now live in Italy, and obviously usually doing Italian language learning now. And I agree, you do good stuff. Thank you. Obviously, you need to make money. I have no clue how YouTube works and how people can live off it, but you should definitely have a means to make a good living. You do need to focus on you, and yes, you do seem cool. Thank you. Thank you, Pollo. Also for still following enough to see this video, even though you're now living in Italy. Ahmad Saeed. Oh, wait. Hold up. I got it. Scroll further up. Few things come to mind. One, the algorithm thing might be due to the reduction of percentage of your subscribers who actually click on your lessons because they already learned German. Yes, partly. Or moved over to learning another language. Like me. Oh, you're one who moved over to another language too. That's true. The caveat to that is there's also more people learning German every day, of course. But want to continue to be subscribed to your channel because they like you as a YouTuber or as a person. 2. The influx of refugees to Germany a few years ago could be a factor that allowed your views to maintain a certain level for so long. Actually, the views started dropping off like a long time ago. And now that they've learned they don't need lessons anymore. However, with a new wave of Ukrainian refugees possibly settling in Germany, the trend might get bullish again. Yes, it's a bit more complicated than that, unfortunately, but technically, yeah. 3. I know it might be counterintuitive, but a second channel might be what you need. This way you can finish your grammar library on this channel and do all the other things and allow ex-learners to continue to keep up on the new one. That is absolutely true. 4. One of your biggest problems appears to be the guilt of not uploading for a long time. I don't think your subscribers consider this as big of an issue as you think it is. Your content is timeless. It's not news that can get old. Chill. I hope you find fulfillment in whatever you do. That is very true. That is true. And funnily enough, actually, I got a comment, I think, yesterday? Nothing before that, but I got a comment yesterday from somebody being like, hey, are you still alive? And I was like, hold on. I'm going to post something tomorrow. Nick DeRosier. I just wanted to say Dankeschön for the great library of content. You're welcome. And also that the stream you did with 3 arrows was really fun and informative. Hey! So if you want to branch out, I'd love to hear more about the culture of Germany. This done. Yeah, that was a really fun stream. I'm sad not more like, I'm glad for all the people that watched it. I wish more people would have watched it because that was a great conversation. And Dan is, I really respect Dan. He knows his stuff and it's all born from like motivation Like, he's a self-taught. He's self-taught in the stuff he knows, as far as I know. Oh, it's Maxim! Hey, Maxim! Спасибо за обстоятельный рассказ. Творческий кризис — это нормально, все проекты когда-то заканчиваются, но я все же надеюсь увидеть твои новые видео, например, на темы, которые тебе больше всего волнуют в данный момент. Желаю удачи, не пропадай надолго. Спасибо большое. Thank you very much, Maxim. I'm not going to translate all that because translating is harder right now because I'm fully in English mode, but thank you very much for the sentiment. It's true. All projects end at some point. That's true. But I think that's the thing. Like, there's no natural end to this. I am the absolute arbiter of deciding the fate of DFE. That's scary because there's no natural end to like teaching German. Ioan. Your channel was one of the things that helped me the most when I first got interested in German a few years ago. Thank you for that. I hope that you do what's best for your physical and mental health, even if it means taking a break. Thank you. Oh, it's King Beauregard is back. Okay, I've watched the video to the end, and I have a lot of thoughts. Hold up. Spam comment above that again. There's more spam comments on YouTube now again. They were almost gone for a while, and now for like 2 years, they're coming back. Okay, I've watched the video to the end and I have a lot of thoughts. There are things I do for pleasure that I would not want to turn into a job. Yes, a lot of artists could understand that. It's one thing to enjoy painting and quite another to do commercial art for a living. Oh yeah, preach. Yes. Which is, by the way, one of the reasons I decided against like going into like trying to like become a graphics artist or stuff like that, because kind of ruins the hobby. It sounds like maybe that's your situation. You enjoy many things about YouTube and videos, but the parts you hate involve rankings and monetization and so forth. Absolutely. The stuff that I hate about it is the sustaining of the business end. I mean, don't get me wrong. I do not mind making money off of something I enjoy. Who does, right? But yeah, for sure. I think you're absolutely right that you feel better if you make some videos where algorithms and sponsors and so weiter are not a factor. Part of it too, I'm guessing, is that you like relating to other people and you enjoy having a community to interact with. Yes. A sellable course might be more lucrative, but it would be even less emotionally rewarding than YouTube drudgery. Thank you. That is, I think, exactly the point I was trying to make on that. Because for like 2 years or something, I've been getting myself down about not making a course because I just can't. I know what I could do. I have collected the topics I could make it about, and I have most of the material for some of these topics ready already because I have the scripts, etc. But I just never do it. For whatever it's worth, here's my story. Oh, in hopes that understanding one of your viewers will be somehow encouraging. I'm an American who graduated from college back in 1989, and I have a German degree that I have never actually used. So my German skills have atrophied, as have my math skills, and so forth. And I enjoy being in contact with the German language again. You have a remarkable talent for teaching German, and I enjoy the instruction for its own sake. Not because I need German for anything in particular, but because I see beauty in it. Even the double infinitive rule. And you present it so well. I'm also available to talk about calculus if you ever want to go there. Thank you. Thank you. I'll keep it in mind. And as for the inherent value of teaching German, teaching languages helps bring down barriers between people. Yup. And it's so there's so much language that goes beyond like just the language part, right? I mean, I have a degree in literature and linguistics. Like oh man, there's so many interesting topics that are not relevant for learning a language, which is why I talk about so many like superfluous things that you do not need to just speak German. But language is so beautiful. It's good for people to learn a new language that allows them to reach out to others. It may not be possible to accurately quantify the personal impact you're having on the world, but the fact that you're helping people learn German is definitely helping make things better. And I will try to do a thing to help. Starting now, every time you post a new grammar video, I'll put it up on Twitter. Oh, I don't know what that will increase your invisibility in any measurable fashion, but this channel is definitely worth some small effort from a dedicated fan. Thank you so much. That is very, very sweet. Thank you. And it is much appreciated. Charles. Okay, well, let us know if the channel is dead Someone was like clearing those out. Okay, Charles. Okay, I'll be sure to let you know. You like feel free what to do whenever you want. Tomobaka says, thank you for sharing what you're going through the last couple of months. As long as you're happy, that's the only thing that matters. We'll definitely go to Patreon and support you in your endeavors. Aww. I saw that. I think I got an email for that. Thank you. We'll stay as a fan from the beginning until the last. German language is forever. German forever. Oh, thank you. Bob Fognozzle. Hey, I know your name. Bob Fognozzle. Are you thinking so much about this? So much that you are making yourself another head? Yes, ich mache mir definitiv einen Kopf. Ich mache mir einen Kopf. And I truly believe your videos are excellent. Thank you. Pika Salsachu. Pika Pika. Live streaming might be a good experiment for you because people's feedback and interaction adds another dynamic and could be useful. Also, I've just noticed, like, I stream gaming semi-regularly on Twitch, and I've also done a few streams on here, and though they don't usually perform very well, I enjoy doing them. I think I'm good at that. I like it. I like interacting with people. I like being able to like react in the moment. I might consider like even doing some grammar stuff as a stream and see how that goes. I think you have a nice and caring community that will support you and sure have a lot of things to ask and you could help them. Yes. Oh, it's another Bob Fognozzle. Crying. Don't cry, Bob Fognozzle. I hope that is not a real name. I've been assuming it not to be a real name. If that is your real name, I'm sorry for laughing every time I say it. It really makes me happy. It's just such a nice sound. Bob Fognozzle. It sounds like something from it sounds like the blah 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 from Arrested Development. Ben Salem Hazem. Yes, I know your avatar. I know your user picture. So brave and inspiring of you to put yourself out there with everything that's on your mind. I hope this helped you feel better. Thank you for saying that. By the way, that what you're saying about the infamous A word, I usually get notifications about your videos, but not for this one, which is weird. Oh, that is interesting. Luckily for me, I saw it in the suggestions. And honestly, I was glad to see you again. Talking about German, learning German or not, you are one of my, and I bet many people's favorite YouTuber influencer. Oh, thank you. Ingo. P.S. I love that Star Wars shirt. It's cool, isn't it? It's actually a sweater with a bunch of nerdy references on it. So like it starts with Once Upon a Time in a galaxy far, far away, and then there's a bunch of stuff like from different franchises. Unfortunately, the print got fucked up, so you can't read most of it anymore after one wash because the print wasn't good. I think I need to remake one myself. Because I actually tried to have another one sent, and that one was fucked up as well. I think they just haven't sorted the printer out. Anyway, yes, it's a great shirt. John Anderson, meine liebe Katja, thanks for the video, and I hope you're aware that your viewers enjoy your content. That being said, you're right. Hui! It feels like an end to an era. You achieved 250,000 subscribers, so be proud of your feats. Now, allow me to write also a lengthy comment. 1. Generational change. Now millennials, the ones who built YouTube, are hitting their 40s and 30s. Back in the day, YouTube was a rising star, much like Twitch or TikTok are right now. YouTube was a fresh ground for creative minds to pour their ideas and in the process make a living out of it. The astounding creativity that some creators put into their work was remarkable. But the site, despite their popularity, wasn't making any profit out of it. Google sought to change that, and in the process it limited the income of creators. That forced many of them to create... Well, it's not like the income got limited actively. It's just YouTube has always taken 50% of what you make, right? Which is a lot. Create Patreon accounts. YouTube also incentivized that big companies would get YouTube accounts and charge them for it. Yes. To please some companies, they removed the like-dislike bar to hide the popularity of some of their videos. In addition to that, some celebrities wanted to look more relatable and started vlogging. Seems to have backfired. Now YouTube is no longer cool and Zoomers are not attracted to it. Like they say, the son hates the father but loves the grandfather. Any new generation won't use whatever the previous one used. That is true. Absolutely. That is absolutely true. On the other hand, though, I'm not sure that is the... YouTube is a lot fuller now. It is... I don't know. I'm not sure of the exact numbers, but it is not true that YouTube is like waning in popularity. The difference is that more and more people are making content. So the views are just getting spread across like a much larger base of content. Which, yes, to your second point, language learning market, yeah, you have a ton of competition. I mean, you know, I'm even on Instagram, my page is like at a medium, I guess, medium size, smaller medium size. And like, I see a new German learning page creator, whatever, follow me every few days. Every few days, somebody else is like, let me try to teach someone German. Which is great. It's just that nobody's ever going to see all of those. Back in the day, it was me and Dominic and Leviantrum. And then there was Anya and Jenny. And yeah, and now there's like 10,000 people. 3, the infamous YouTube algorithm. In the past, I had in my feed a lot of new videos from very different creators. Many of them were from things I would never have thought I could enjoy. Many new ideas, a lot of exposition to different people. Now, if I may watch a kittens video, my feed will be flooded with kittens videos. Yes, not anything else. But if I stop watching kittens videos, it doesn't recommend me any kitten videos at all. Well, less often. The algorithm assumes that I have a very short attention span and that I cannot be interested in anything else. 4, creative blockade and diminishing returns. Yes, you reach the diminishing returns point where your cost-benefit ratio is no longer positive. You always have the passive income of your library. I wish. No, seriously, like, unfortunately, this channel is not, like, making bank passively at all. If it was, I wouldn't be thinking about sponsors and stuff, you know, I would just make whatever I want. Regarding creativity, well, take a hiatus and come back with new ideas. Maybe you can write or compose. Funny that you say that. I'm actually working on some music for a friend's project. 5, Weltschmerz in Ukraine. We grew up with the idea that war was something that happened very far away. Now that it happens at the doorstep of Europe, in Europe, it gives us a reality check. I know that you have a soft spot for Russia. No, but at the end of the day, there's nothing you could do about it. Maybe you could help by sending money, protesting, or receiving a family, but besides that, not much to do. So don't lose too much sleep over it. I'm not going to debate that point because that's not, you know, I'm not here to talk about this very, very complex issue, but the next point is probably more to it. Try not to watch too much news. They tend to exaggerate a lot. Well, it's also just like the more bad stuff you take in that you feel powerless against, the worse you feel. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong about the soft spot for Russia. I just don't want that to get misconstrued. Honestly, I have a big, this is very much off topic of reacting to comments, but still, like, for a second, I want to address that. What gives me pain is the thought that it's going to be a long time before the West or Europe or whatever grows closer with Russia again. No matter what happens in Russia now or in Ukraine or whatever. This is a rift. This is a new rift. And I hate that because it's not what anyone wanted. It's not what the majority of the Russian population wants. It's not... Yeah, it sucks. Well, if anyone has reached this point, congratulations. Greetings to everyone. Greetings to you too, John. Thank you. Thank you for putting in all that effort. Gordon, good luck. Looking forward to whatever comes next for DFE. Thank you. Hey, it's Pika Salachu again. Salsachu. Many of your subscribers, like myself, will support you no matter what kind of videos you upload. Just do what you feel like doing. It will be nice to know what you are doing well. Thank you. Rui. Hallo, Katja. Schön, dich zu sehen. Thanks for the update and take care of yourself. This is the most important thing right now. I wish you all the best, and for sure I will stick around. Bis dann. Thank you. DJB Lectures. No worries. You have made some amazing content, and you need to do what is important in your life. We're here when you have more to share, but do what matters to you. Thank you. Emily. One of my girls. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I love your content. I would also enjoy maybe some vlog type videos where you could see daily German in action. I don't think I'll be gone. I think it'll be a while before I'm like gone for good. I'm too much of an internet native to just like quit cold turkey, I think. I'm not saying that day will never come, but I'm not a vlogger. But there's other things I'm interested in doing. Bob Fognozzle! Bob Fognossel's back. I just watched your Link podcast. It turns out that you are an excellent interviewer. So anyway, I enjoy doing that. Anyway, thank you very much for the fine collection of learning materials. Glad you're not dead. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not dead too. And yes, please go watch the Link podcasts. They're fun conversations, and I do think they are actually like valuable from like B level onward. X user 99. You content creators have so much of my respect. The amount of enthusiasm, creativity, and time you dedicate to your channels and subscribership are nothing short of outstanding. It's only natural to experience burnout and or a need to reprioritize the vision once in a while. Thank you for all that you've shared, and I will accept whatever decision you make. Thank you. Thank you, Xuser99. Hey, it's Zombie Flesh Cult. Hi, Alex. I value emotional behind the scenes a lot. It's not easy to put them out there, but so important to the audience to give perspective on all the things around the video they watch. Thanks. I'm glad it's appreciated. Silver Keys. Hey, girl. Hey, girl, you gotta do what you gotta do. Take care of yourself first and foremost. We appreciate your update letting us know that you're still around. Yee. Edit. Wrote that at the very beginning of the video, and I'm editing now that I'm at the end. There's quite a few people who actually watched this whole thing. Thank you so much. I stayed because I genuinely relate to everything you're saying about thinking too much regarding the algorithm, how to monetize better, to make a living, etc. Putting so much pressure on yourself that you stop yourself from wanting to do the things you love. As someone who also spends way more time analyzing and thinking about things rather than doing them, best advice I can give is sometimes the only thing you can do is just get out of your own head. Yep. Happy to hear that you're doing better with mental health these days and whatever you end up wanting to do with your channel. Even lurkers like me are happy to support you. Thank you very much, Silver Keys. That's very sweet. And thanks for coming out of obscurity for that. Verlassenheit. Ooh. Oh, that's so long. I feel like I've read a comment from you at some point, but I don't know. Hi, Katya. I don't normally comment on a lot of videos, but I really appreciate what you've shared here and want to offer some encouragement about your experiences. Although I realize that it's merely anecdotal at best, I have noticed an algorithmic suppression of a certain subset of my favorite content creators over the past few years, especially creators who do not live in or have content explicitly directed towards US viewers. Interesting. I hadn't noticed that pattern, but whether it's my search results, notifications, recommendations, or the next video on autoplay, I've been surprised by how often an English L1 content creator is preferentially selected for me, even when I've been watching a series of videos by a German L1 speaker or content created in German. This trend includes language learning and culture sharing content, as well as music, let's plays, video essays, news sources, etc. Someone who is left-leaning, but does want to indulge in conspirational thinking, I have nevertheless become increasingly persuaded that YouTube is prioritizing US or English L1 content creation over other regions and creators, possibly to maximize advertiser revenue or some other monetary incentive, in addition to general preferences for daily uploads and 10+ minute videos. The latter is definitely true. The frequency thing, that's gone down in relevance as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I haven't noticed the region lock, and that might always be a bubble thing. But it's definitely true that the algorithm has gotten very selective, not actively, but again, there's so much content now, and there's no way for a creator to get an overview of all the relevant factors that go into the AI sorting whatever. I care much more about artistic creativity and multiculturalism than about the strict commodification of valued information and content. And I have been saddened to see many of my favorite, mostly German given the content I watch, content creators being suppressed by algorithmic trends and placed in financially precarious situations. I always enjoy the content you make and can certainly attest that any decline in views you may have experienced has nothing to do with the quality of your videos. Thank you. That means a lot. Sorry for the long don't apologize. Sorry for the long message. But I wish you the best in navigating this tricky, liminal space between creativity and compensation on YouTube. Your content has always been excellent and has helped many of us in countless ways. People try to learn German and other languages for all sorts of reasons, some of which are deeply personal and meaningful to them. That is true. Thank you very much for the long and thoughtful comment. As someone who likes to leave long and thoughtful comment under videos myself, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, Rifrav. I'm glad that you started this channel and that I subscribed to it that early. Soon you became one of my favorite YouTubers and lately person of all. Without exaggeration, I can say this channel changed my life, or led to circumstances which changed my life. Oh, you're the best, Katja, and DFE Katja. That is so sweet. Thank you. R. Gary, 73, saw a really good short lately called Sich einen Kopf machen. Check it out. Diese YouTuberin hat echte Kappe. It seems like you all learned that lesson of that short very well. I am happy. I'm glad. Jack-o'-lantern. DFE is on the first German learning videos I started watching. The pronunciation video is gold. Your work has been much appreciated over the hours. At the end of the day, life is shorter than we know. So do what you enjoy doing most. If you can live and thrive from that, more is the better. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. Hello, ah. Oh, heck. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Hope you feel better. Regardless of the future of DFE, it has been a tremendously helpful resource for understanding grammar concepts that often weren't explained anywhere else with the same level of clarity. That's what I like about my videos too, and what I think puts me apart, in large part. And then it's so good when people appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for all your effort. You're welcome. And thank you. Brian Banks. Brian Banks. I personally think this video is one of your best. Full disclosure, I do not speak Deutsch. I think my not speaking Deutsch is the reason I've enjoyed this video so much. That makes sense. This was an insightful reveal of the woman behind the content. Perhaps it's one of the missing ingredients to the cake of your channel. A more personal connection to your audience or viewership. Maybe. But I mean, that's not really what teaching is about, is it? The video where you were baking in the kitchen, I fucking love that video. That was so much work! Guys, you look at like vlogs, you think, oh yeah, what a piffy, like, oh, so such casual content. It's so much work to set that up. And like, I enjoyed making it, but like the recording and stuff, ugh. I love it because it was a deeper look into your life and something we don't get to see very often, for what it's worth. Thank you. I think that's a general thing. That's the whole like parasocial relationship thing, right? We like to feel like we know the person behind the camera. And while I've said in the past, you guys don't know me, and it's dangerous to like feel like a stranger is your friend, or can be dangerous. I'm not dangerous, but you know what I mean. Of course, there's another side of this too. Like others have remarked, I do this for the connection, and I would be lying if I said that it didn't matter to me when people react like positively to me. Yeah. Jacqueline Stone. Hey Jackie, I see your comments every now and then, girl. I'm happy when I see them. I'm glad you did this. It's an important conversation. Is there market saturation with language learning? Yes, I think so, as there is with anything that has shown the possibility for profit online. Yeah. Does that reduce the value of your content? Not at all. The value of your content is not just the content, it's you. Oh, you, the human being behind the content, are the greater portion of value in what you produce. That takes the competition question off the table. That's a very nice way to think about it. As a unique and wonderful individual. See, this is what I mean. This is so, like, maybe I'm biased, but like this is not that guys can't leave a comment like this, but it's so wholesome as a woman to get a comment like this from another woman. Anyway, as a unique and wonderful individual, there is no one else out there that has what you have. I lost my line. If you show up as yourself with passion and joy in what you're doing, the audience will find you. Over time, we all get burned out on things we were once passionate about. That's a sure sign that your creativity wants to evolve. Yes. Wise words. Everything must evolve to remain vital, healthy, and joyous. The algorithms are set up to favor corporations and celebrities, channels that are bringing in the highest ad revenues. It's a business decision on Google's part. In that framework, it makes sense. From a human standpoint, it is exactly the opposite of what serves humanity. Yep, you can't find that. I don't think you have to. A wise man once said, what doesn't come from the heart doesn't touch the heart. So the reverse is also true. When you come from the heart, you touch the heart of others, and we are the most moved to action through the heart. You said yourself in this video where your heart is. I just want to make a video. Yeah, I guess so. Do that. Enjoy that. Have fun with that. Be your quirky self in that. That's what drew us to you in the first place. I've been an indie creator. It's fabulous until you start worrying about performance and profit. That's what kills the joy. Exactly. And worrying about the outcome is the surest way to kill what you're creating. Grammar library? Yes, please. I totally get the feeling of resistance that comes up with the ugly necessities, if I can put it that way. A shift of perspective might help. If you have a pet, I don't have one right now. I miss my cat. If you have a pet, you love the cuddles and playtime, but not the cleanup or damage to furniture or rugs or messes they can make. But we take the not so nice stuff in stride because we love our pets, and having them in our lives is worth the ugly necessities. Same thing. This video of you being real made me a Patreon subscriber. Oh, that's what I just got the email about. I've never used that service before, but I do appreciate the value of your work. Just remember that the value is in you. The work is an expression of that. What a fucking beautiful comment, man. Thank you. And that's the last one that's there, I know. And if there's more, I won't read them on here, but please be assured that whatever comment you leave under this video or any other, I read it. I appreciate it. Well, if it's a nice one. I don't appreciate nasty comments, but I barely ever get any of those. And it can brighten your day. It does brighten your day, and it gets seen. Sometimes I miss comments, but most of the time I get them. And it's... it's a huge part of what makes me enjoy doing this. It's also like making something, looking at it, and being proud of it, of course. But getting... I mean... whether that's vanity or not, I feel like it's a natural response. Getting positive feedback is the best. It just is. Especially when it's this heartfelt. So thank you very much for all your lovely, lovely comments in this little time. For putting in this much thought, for watching that whole thing of a video. And I will probably upload this not like today, so people actually see some of the original video. So thank you guys, and everything else I already said in the other video. Thanks for being there. Thanks for sticking around. And I'll go do something else now. See you around. Bis dann. Tschüss.